Hello and good evening. It is finals night of the first ever Remote Darts League. We're all getting rather excited, looking forward to those semi-finals coming up soon. We have James Richardson taking on Jim Williams, Paul Hogan taking on Tony O'Shea. That's all to come, starting at 9:30 local time here in the UK. But before that, we have a little warm-up, a little prelude, and it's all come via our social media channels. We ran a promotion looking for a random winner to take on one of our professional players. Well, the professional player is already lined up. Over the top, Dean Winstanley is with us. And the man whose name came out of the hat is Mr. Darren Jones. Hello, Darren. Come and see us.
Oh.
Let's see you in front of your camera. Here he is. How are you, sir?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Can't complain.
Good man. So we want to learn a little bit about you. I want to try and pronounce where you're from.
Yeah, I can't pronounce it myself, so...
Can you try to?
Rosfanarugog, I think. Something like that.
Something like that. Well, that's where he's from. It's Wrexham. Let's just say Wrexham. He's 37 years of age, our Darren here. Nickname?
Well, I've got two. Tonto or Paddy.
Tonto because?
I suppose I looked like an Indian when I was a kid.
Right. And Paddy?
Paddy because people say I look like Paddy McGuinness.
Okay, well, I don't see a resemblance to either, but that's good. You tell me that you work as a labourer and you live at home with your wife, two of your children.
Yeah.
How's it been over the last few weeks for you, Darren? Have you been managing to work at all, or has it been full lockdown?
Pretty much full lockdown. Say with the kids as well, so we're doing my head in. So I think getting out.
So a bit of light relief now this evening, having a game of darts against Dean Winstanley. Dean, meet Darren.
Hey, Darren.
All right.
How are you?
Not too bad.
Now are you starting to feel nervous?
A bit, yeah, but it's all fun games, isn't it?
That's what I do. I'm not going to try and get in your head, but thanks for coming.
No worries. Looking forward to it.
So, Darren, tell us a bit about your darting prowess. You play for a team?
No. I used to have a gym, but I ripped it all out and put a man cave in there. And for darts, played for a pub years ago, and I thought I'd get a dart board and get the full lot, the full setup, and start playing again. So with this lockdown,
picture of the man cave on Facebook. It's full of Spurs, signage. So I'm absolutely loving that.
Got to be in it. Got to show it off.
Good man. Well, Dean, the competition didn't go too well for you as far as the Remote Darts League is concerned. This a lot more relaxed, a lot more fun for you. Maybe it'll be Darren with all the nerves. So we'll let you both have a little bit of a warm-up.
Thank you.
Before we play our challenge match.
Yes.
So we're going to play this one over the best of 13 sets. I'm kidding. 5 legs. That's first to 3.
Right.
And what a prize this is. I mean, you get your name drawn out and you get to play online against one of the top players, and you can keep it forever. This will be on YouTube, I'm sure, forevermore on the Remote Darts League's channel.
Nice.
Feeling good, Darren?
Not really, but...
Would you like any more practice?
I don't think I'm going to get any better with another 3 darts, like, so...
Would you like a nervous wee?
What's that?
Would you like a nervous wee?
Oh, there are plenty of those already, so...
Okay, gents, well, let's have a game of darts over 5 legs, the best of 5. That means the first to 3, Darren. Remember that. First leg, it's Darren to throw first. Game on.
Good luck, lad.
100.
That's it. Call them nice and loud. 100 to start.
81.
60.
41.
60.
59.
45.
60.
45.
58.
41.
90. Just sneaky last, as Tony would say, 100.
Darren requires 150.
30.
Dean, you require 102.
62.
And Darren requires 120.
85. 15. 25, 40, 55.
55 scored. Dean, you require 40.
30.
We got one double 10, not the other. Darren, you require 65.
25.
On the wire. Just missed tops, but Dean, you require 10.
What a plonker. 4.
4. He went his own way. Let's just say that. Darren, you require 40.
26.
Dean, you require 6.
Oh, no score.
Shame I wasn't there to help Dean. Darren, you require 40.
No score.
That is unlucky.
Round
Dean,
the
you
wire.
require 6.
Richard, can you come and do me this, please? No score.
No score. Darren, you require 14.
Oh, bust.
Take your
Oh,
time.
dear.
Dean, you
Right,
require 6.
Hit those bottom doubles.
Oh, my Lord. Nil plat.
Here we go, Darren. You require 14.
Oh my God. Shocking.
No score.
Bust.
Dean, you require 6.
Yeah, go on. I've got it. One dart.
There it is. Bottom of the board. Game shot on the first leg to Dean Winstanley. So the second leg, it's Dean to throw first.
98.
60.
Don't worry, Darren. Spurs like to go 1-0 down a lot as well. Don't worry.
Usually gets worse.
I am really, really, really sorry, but I do believe, can I have this 180 on my tournament count, please?
Can you,
180.
only if you call it for us properly, Dean.
180.
There we go.
60.
97.
81.
Dean requires 126.
31.
41.
Dean, you require 95.
Game in 3. Do apologise.
It's a bullseye. It's the second leg to Dean Winstanley. Now, Darren, you've got him worried here. Third leg, you're throwing first. Game on.
$26.
5.
Try the Shanghai.
Oh my God. 11.
Oh dear. 85.
81.
Better darts. 400.
41.
80.
41.
49.
100.
Great darts, Darren.
85.
45.
Dean, you require 97.
19.
Darren requires 156.
41.
Dean requires 78.
'That's game shot in 3.
Well, I wouldn't. I'm glad I wasn't spotting that one, Dean. But game shot and the match, indeed. There it is, the double 19, the 20, the double 10. Darren, come back and join us, mate. It started so well. 100 start, then 60, 60.
Yeah.
Dean, is that a trophy you've given yourself?
Well, what it is, I'd like to thank my mum, my dad, and everybody involved, and for winning this.
Now, Darren, I hope this still feels like a prize for you, because it's not every day that you get the opportunity to do something like this.
No, it's good fun. Good fun.
Good man, and a good keepsake. Have you been playing any more darts online, like with your friends or anything?
On FaceTime, people on Facebook, we just made a group and we just play each other every day. So getting plenty of practice in.
Yeah, this has been the great thing, whether it's been the Remote Darts League or just people having a game. That's the great thing about our sport, isn't it? You know, if you're a rower, you can't exactly compete with each other in your own front room.
No, only the bath.
It's been great to have you with us, Darren. Keep the darts flying.
No worries.
Nerves were there, I'm sure, but we enjoyed your company. I'm sure Dean would like to say a few words.
I would, if you wouldn't mind. Yeah, it's something, Darren, fair play to you there, pal, because that doesn't reflect
Well, hello and a very good evening. Glad you could join us for this finals night of the first Remote Darts League. We've seen 9 consecutive nights of league action, and it was all leading into this. 10 players whittled down to the top 4. Let's have a look at the league table, how the league phase ended, and bring you right up to speed with what happened last night. It all begun with James Richardson getting a 7-3 win over Daryl Fitton. That ended Daryl's chances of qualifying for the top 4 and ensured that top finish for James Richardson. We saw Paul Hogan defeat John Walton by 7 legs to 3. That guaranteed Hoagie's second place position there. Jim Williams, a 7-2 winner over Dean Winstanley. So Jim, by that victory, secured his place in the top 4. And that meant that Gary Robson could no longer qualify. He finished a respectable 5th place there with a 7-3 win over Wes Newton. And the final match saw Tony O'Shea clinch 3rd position with a win 7-3 over Alan Norris. So James Richardson, top of the pile. He will face the number 4 place player there, Jim Williams, in our first semi-final this evening, and that will be followed by the 2nd place player, Paul Hogan, taking on the number 3, Tony O'Shea. So we've gone from 10, we're down to 4. Let's meet and greet our first 2 players. Here we have him, the number 1 seed, Ruthless, James Richardson, and the number 4 seed, the Quiff, Jim Williams. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, Richard. Good evening, Jim.
Hi, James.
Good evening, bud.
So, Jim, how's the connection this evening? You two played each other a couple of nights ago and you didn't enjoy the internet connection. A bit of a lag. Everything there okay this evening?
Yeah, it's perfect tonight so far, which is good. So, yeah, it was difficult going for an 8 shot the last time we played. But yeah, that's good. Like I told you earlier, Natalie's upstairs with nothing on now, so we're good.
Yeah, as long as she's got that internet turned off, that is the main thing. James, you come into this top of the league. That's one phase over. Now it's knockout, but no doubt full of confidence.
Yeah, I'm happy to finish top of the table after the 9 nights. So I'm looking forward to the semi-finals tonight against Jim. It's going to be a good game, hopefully. And yeah, really looking forward to it, Richard.
Now, the longer formats here, we go now best of 15 legs. So the first man to reach 8 will go through to our final. By virtue of your league position, James, it does mean that we don't need to do a bull-up. We've decided right at the start of the league, the rules were the highest finishes in the league throw first in the knockout matches. So you'll have the lead off. How much of an advantage is that over a match of this format?
It could be an advantage. It might not be an advantage, you know. Jim's a class player, I'm a class player, you know, and we can both hit the big scores and the big finishes. So we'll just have to wait and see.
And Jim, how are you feeling today? I know certain days you've arrived with us, you have a hectic time at home. Young baby Max, of course. Is he all settled down for the evening?
Yeah, he's been good as gold today. Everything's working out okay. Touch wood. So yeah, just hope it lasts like that for another hour or so.
Good man. Well, you seem to have done a bit of extra work with the quiff there. We commend you for that.
You say you got your...
Yeah, no, it's all natural. It's all natural.
Hey, Jim, you say you got your little Max to sleep. I've got my little, 22-year-old. He's sleeping in the chair in the lounge.
Good lad.
Do you know what I love about that? That Josh, James's son, has reached the age where James had to check how old his son was.
No,
Well, I'd rather be playing James tonight than Josh, to be fair.
Yes, James's son, if you didn't already know, a former Lakeside World Youth Champion himself. Maybe he'll be involved in a future league. Who knows? But tonight, all about the semi-finals. Gentlemen, let's get you warmed up there. Let's throw some practice darts and then we'll be getting the match underway. So as I've said, a reminder, the format, the best of 15 legs. The first player that reaches 8 will go through to our final. And then they'll be waiting for the result of semi-final number 2, which features Crocodile Dundee, Paul Hogan, taking on Silverback, Tony O'Shea. Both of these players, brilliant records, of course, to reach that top 4. James, just the 1 defeat throughout the last 9 games, and Jim, just the 2. So both very used to winning over the past 9 days, but only one of them can go through this evening. So if the practice starts are over, these are the last 3 being thrown now. It will be James to throw first.
All the best, Jim.
Good luck, Mike.
First leg, James to throw first. Game on.
100.
140.
140.
140.
22.
140.
3 140s in this first leg.
140.
And another from James. Jim, you require 81.
24 left.
57. James, you require 99.
59.
Jim, you require 24.
'Game shot, 3 darts.
Yeah, the 15-dart leg to begin this match for Jim Williams. Second leg, Jim to throw first.
100.
180.
James' first 180 of the match is 26th of the RDL campaign.
60.
121.
59.
60.
100.
James requires 140.
50.
22.
James, you require 90.
3 darts.
Yeah, 2 25s and double top. A 15-dart reply from James Richardson. Third leg, James to throw first.
85.
59.
140.
57, 78, 79.
95.
100.
123.
59.
James requires 58.
18.
20, 34.
James, you require 40.
3rd dart.
Game shot and the third leg, James Richardson. Fourth leg, Jim to throw first.
60.
45.
100.
57.
121.
45.
100.
40.
Jim requires 120.
80.
96.
Jim, you require 40.
Game shot. 1 dart.
Yeah, threw a safe one the previous visit, but that finds the double top to make it 2-2. Fifth leg, James to throw first.
100.
100.
There's been a double entry there, so don't change the score. That's it, 401 apiece now.
100.
60.
96.
140.
140.
90.
James requires 65.
2 darts.
His game shot and the fifth leg. 14 darts there for James Richardson. Sixth leg rather, is Jim to throw first.
$125.
60.
60.
1, 2, 3.
140.
58.
136.
85.
Jimmy requires 40.
'No score.
80.
Jim requires 40.
20.
James, you require 95.
3 darts.
Yeah, finds the double 19 there for the 95. Sixth leg to James Richardson. Seventh leg, James to throw first.
100.
180.
The first of the match for Jim.
123.
60.
140.
85.
James requires 138.
120.
82.
James requires 18.
3 darts.
Game shot and the 7th leg to James Richardson. 8th leg, Jim to throw first.
$60.
180.
180, number 2 for James.
40.
41.
85.
100.
100.
100.
140.
James, you require 80.
2 darts.
Game shot and the 8th leg. 2 double tops for James Richardson. 9th leg, James to throw first.
60.
140.
60.
60.
140.
121.
54.
$100.
81.
Jim requires 80.
$40.
James requires 106.
Three darts.
That's a brilliant check out there to take the 9th leg, the 106 for James Richardson. 10th leg, Jim to throw first.
$100.
96.
$59.
48.
$100.
95.
$55.
92.
God. 82.
James requires 170.
145.
Jimmy require 105.
Oh, did he miss?
He missed.
$31 left. 74.
74. James, you require 25.
Three darts.
It is game, shot, and the match on that double two to James Richardson. Well, well, well. So close to the 170, but came back for the 25. And James Richardson is the man that goes through to our remote darts league final. James, congratulations.
Cheers, Richard. Yeah, I'm over the moon. Yeah, took some good finishes out there when it needed, and yeah, I thought I played okay. So yeah, I'm happy.
As you should be. Now, Jim, going into this match, the two of you actually had the best checkout percentages throughout the league phase. But that proved to be the difference this evening, didn't it? That absolutely key leg when you miss those darts at tops and tens to go 3-3.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think I have the percentage on the out there, to be fair. But yeah, no, fair play to James in class there. I'm glad he doesn't play like that in real life. Jesus.
He certainly played well this evening, didn't he? Like you said,
Yeah,
you were
very
even
good.
surprised he missed the 170.
Yeah, I know. He took everything out. Fair play to him. No, you can't fault that. That was really good. I think I was lucky to get 2, to be fair.
No, I mean, you were competing. It looked all level early on. And as I say, those key misses, and then James ran away. To his credit, the 80 out, the 2 double tops, the 106, really good stuff. But Jim, before we return to James, I just want to take this opportunity. I know it's difficult after defeat, but your reflections on the whole Remote Darts League. You've been a big part of it from the beginning, involved with the sponsors and helped to put the team together. How have you found it all?
It's something to do, and it's great. I think it's not. I find it very difficult, to be honest. It doesn't suit me. But I know, like, obviously James is flying. I think Paul Hogan's been doing very well. So it suits some. It doesn't suit others. So yeah. But I mean, overall, everyone's been great. It's been good fun. We've had a laugh. It's been nice and relaxed. Everything I've read about it has been good. So I think it's all been a positive, to be fair.
Well, if playing darts at home doesn't suit you, I can tell you that it suits us having you involved. Always a pleasure to see you, to watch you play. And hopefully you'll be returning when the Remote Darts League comes back after this. But for this evening, we are going to say farewell to Jim Williams.
Good. Thank you. Thank you, Rich. Well done, James, lad. Goodbye.
Cheers, Jim. Hey, top bloke.
So, James, you have a little bit of a break now. You can sit back, relax. Are you going to watch the second semi-final?
Yeah, I'm going to watch it. I'm involved in it, and it's a great tournament for these people at home to watch darts while the lockdown's on. And I think this will grow. And I mean, I don't know if they're doing another one. If they do another one, it'll be happy days for Remote Darts League, because I think it's absolutely brilliant. And yourself, Richard, you're doing an absolutely fantastic job there yourself, doing the commentary and that. And, it's all good, all positives, I think.
You are too kind. Now, you've come in from day one with the same attitude as you have on day 10. You've enjoyed it. We can see that every single evening. One more game to go. You could be our first champion.
That'd be nice, top the league. Then I went to second, then I topped it. Then I went to second because of Paul Hogan. Then I topped it, and I got Paul all training in the final, and I'm looking forward to it. And I just hope the viewers that are watching online are enjoying it, because it's something different. And I also just said, Remote Darts League absolutely gone to the wire with this, and I think it's absolutely brilliant. I do.
Well, thank you for your words, James. Commiserations to Jim. Well done to James. We'll see you in an hour or so in that final. Ruthless James Richardson goes through to the Remote Darts League final. Who will he face? Well, we're going to find out. Crocodile Dundee, Paul Hogan, or Silverback, Tony O'Shea. It's going to be wild. He's coming up next. Yeah, hello and welcome back to finals night here at the Remote Darts League. We already have one finalist. It's ruthless James Richardson, the man that finished top of the Remote Darts League table. He's defeated Jim Williams by 8 legs to 2. So he's in the final, but who will he meet? Well, as I say, we are going to have a wild encounter here as we welcome back our next 2 semi-finalists. Paul Hogan, Crocodile Dundee, is taking on Silverback Tony O'Shea. Good evening, gentlemen.
Evening, Rich.
Evening, Richard.
Now, Paul, we'll start with you. We can see you have a sign up there. Do explain.
Yeah, it's me. My granddaughter's birthday today. She's just turned 7. Happy birthday, Sophie.
7. Brilliant. Happy birthday, Sophie. And Paul, this could be a bit of a double celebration then. I mean, you're in the semi-finals, really strong league campaign, finished in 2nd, 2 wins away from the title.
Yeah, I'm playing okay. I'm hitting my doubles okay. Against Tony's going to be tough, but I mean, we got a draw against each other. Hopefully, it's going to be a tight one again, and hopefully, I can win.
Well, Tony, I remember us speaking right on the opening night when you faced Paul, and it ended up a 6-6 draw. Every leg of darts went with the throw on that occasion.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, I was really chuffed with that draw because Paul was one of the favourites to win the tournament. I mean, I think I was almost the rank outsider, but yeah, I found a bit of form, and I thought that point would be important, and it's proved that way. So, yeah, I'm well chuffed the way things have gone, and I'm hoping to spoil all these favourites tonight.
Well, I remember you saying, Tony, actually at the end of that game that point meant a lot to you, and it probably did put you in good stead for the following nights. Your confidence really built from that first match onwards.
Well, I mean, you watch anybody over the years, if you win a game or have a good result against the odds, which I was a big outsider. I think I've been the outsider in most matches throughout the tournament. And to do that's put me on a good run, and I felt brilliant all week. And I think everyone loves playing on their own hockey at home, and I think this is the future. We shouldn't be playing at these big events. We should be playing at home.
Well, Tony, we know you've certainly enjoyed it. And how about you, Paul? Have you settled into the experience of playing at home?
Yeah, it's different. Well, I don't normally practice at home, but playing in this league, I think it's made me a better player, and I'm playing okay. It's been absolutely great. So yeah, I'm up for it tonight. Hopefully.
Brilliant. Well, this is a match we're really looking forward to. You met on the opening night, and now you're playing each other on finals night. Tony O'Shea, Paul Hogan, the very best of luck to you both.
Cheers, Rich.
Cheers, Rich.
All the best, Augie. Have a good game, mate.
All the best, Tone.
So the sign is down, but happy birthday again to Sophie, 7 today, Paul's granddaughter. And these two are going to be playing the first to 8 legs, the best of 15. So first man to 8 will join James Richardson in tonight's final. Paul Hogan, Crocodile Dundee, a man that's reached the Lakeside World Championship quarterfinals across a span of, well, some 25 years since the first one. My goodness. And Tony O'Shea, 3 times a Lakeside finalist himself and the former World Cup singles champion. Should be a great match. It was the first time they met. No doubt it will be again here. So if you want to get 3 more practice darts in each, gentlemen.
Go on, I'll have number 3 then.
I'm ready when Paul is, mate.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready, Tom.
Paul,
all the best, mate.
As you finish higher in the league, it is your advantage in the first leg. It's Paul to throw first in our second semi-final. Game on.
$45.
$140.
100.
100.
140.
60.
140.
125.
Paul requires 76.
60.
Tony, you require 76.
56.
Paul, you require 16.
16 in 1.
It's game shot on the first leg to Paul Hogan. The second leg, Tony to throw first.
100.
180.
The first 180 of the match goes to Hogan.
40.
66.
100.
135.
'There she is, 140.
Paul requires 120.
44.
Tony, you require 121.
Just missed the ball there. 70, 96.
96. Yeah, Paul, you require 76.
76 in 3 dots.
Yeah, the double 18 is there. Second leg to Paul Hogan. Third leg, it's Paul to throw first.
140.
45.
95.
140.
60.
60.
32.
140.
150. 140.
Tony, you require 116.
That's 116 in 3 darts.
Yeah, game shot. And the third leg to Tony O'Shea, the 116. Fourth leg, Tony to throw first.
One. 60.
$60.
Crash. 45.
100.
60.
100.
100.
100.
41.
Paul requires 141.
77.
100.
Paul requires 64.
64 in 3 darts.
Yep, the double 16 is there for the fourth leg to Paul Hogan. Fifth leg, it's Paul to throw first.
$95.
100.
60.
100.
125.
100.
99.
1, 2, 3.
Paul requires 122.
96.
Tony requires 78.
And that last one's in. That's 78 in 3.
Yeah, finds the double top with the last dart. The fifth leg to Tony O'Shea. Sixth leg, Tony to throw first.
$85.
100.
All in 180.
First 180 for Tony in this match, one apiece.
44.
34.
140.
100.
100.
Tony requires 102.
82.
Paul requires 117.
59.
Tony, you require 20.
10.
Paul, you require 58.
58 in 3 darts.
It's game shot and the 6th leg to Paul Hogan. 7th leg, Paul to throw first.
$140.
83.
180.
A second 180 for Paul.
Cheers, Dan.
85.
45.
140.
Paul, you require 136.
Oh dear. 44.
99.
Paul, you require 136. Sorry.
No. 44 score.
What was your previous score, Paul?
44.
Yeah, can we just reverse that last score, please? So 44 for Paul. No, you're going too far back now.
Yeah, I know.
140.
Can you go back and stop correcting, and then we'll get you on track? Okay. So now we score 45, please, off of Paul.
Yeah, you got 92.
Thank you. And then 99 from Tony.
Yeah, that's correct, Rich.
Yeah, and we're on track. Thank you. Paul, you require 92.
Yeah. 58.
That 48 score,
48,
Paul.
sorry. 48.
Yeah, 48 score. Thank you. Tony, you require 94.
42. First one's in 7.
Yeah. Paul, you require 44.
$44, 3 darts.
It's there. It's game shot. And the 7th leg to Paul Hogan. 8th leg, Tony to throw first.
It's 140.
$180.
Third 180 for Paul Hogan.
$140.
$60.
$137.
$100.
Tony, you require 84.
It's 84 in 2, Rich.
A brilliant leg of darts there. 11 dart finish from Tony O'Shea. 9th leg, Paul to throw first.
$140.
$100.
$100.
$100.
$100.
$80.
Paul, you require 161.
$97.
$140.
Paul, you require 64.
64 in 2 darts.
It's game shot and the 9th leg to Paul Hogan. 10th leg, Tony to throw first.
$55.
$180.
180, number 4 for Paul.
All in 180.
What an answer. 180, number 2 for Tony.
$100.
$38.
$105.
$85.
Paul, you require 116.
Ooh, 80.
Tony requires 143.
60.
Paul, you require 36.
36, 3 darts.
Game shot and the 10th leg to Paul Hogan. 11th leg, Paul to throw first.
$180.
180, number 5 for Crocodile Dundee.
$60.
100.
60.
60.
140.
Paul requires 161.
95.
140.
Paul, you require 66.
30.
Tony, you require 101.
37.
My score's wrong, Rich.
Yeah, Paul's last score was 30. Tony scored 37. Paul, you require 36.
Yeah. 8 left. 18.
Yeah, 28 scores.
It's
Tony,
good.
you require 64.
24.
Paul, you require 8.
8, 2 darts.
It's game, shot, and the match to Paul Hogan.
Good shooting, Ogie.
Cheers, Tony. Lucky, mate.
Well,
Good,
gentlemen,
mate.
I was going to say, Tony, I'm sure you're going to be the one leading the praise there for your opponent's performance there.
Yeah. Yeah, he played awesome. I mean, he's been brilliant all week, to be honest. If I'm honest, the best 2 players are now actually in the final for the whole last 10 days or whatever it was. So it just proves that performance and results count. The best 2 players in the final. So well done, Paul. Good game, mate.
Cheers, Tony. Cheers, mate.
Well, you were certainly competitive, and ironically, the sneaky last one came back to haunt you. You had a couple of great checkouts early on, Tony, the 116 and the 78 with that sneaky last dart. But Paul seemed to be adopting your trick. Last dart finishes on 76, 64, 58. It was always that sneaky last one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's not a secret anymore, is it? They're all using it.
But Tony, before we speak to Paul, reflections overall on what's been a brilliant 10 days of the Remote Darts League.
Yeah, I think I mentioned in the interview before we started that I was probably, I think me and John Boy were the 2 outsiders. Just to make the finals night's been mint. Obviously, I don't think there's anything better than playing on your own hockey. I mean, I've got a lovely roommate to play darts in, and even though I've not used it as much as I should have done the last 4 or 5 years, I think after this last 10, 12 days, I'm going to start doing it a bit more. Obviously, I'm pretty pleased the way I played. I've not let myself down, and it might give me a bit of a boost now if we ever start playing proper darts and maybe it'll help me out in the future. But one thing I wanted to ask Rich, is there any WDF ranking points for because I haven't been this deep into a tournament for about 5 years.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what rule changes we have. I don't think we can give any points retrospectively. That's the only problem.
Oh, well. It's always worth asking. Sorry, mate.
Paul, we will speak to you in a moment. Tony, just one more thing before we say goodbye to you. If there is another remote darts league, Tony, is it something you'd be interested in then, playing at home?
Definitely, I think I'd love to play it again. I mean, obviously it's a bit different, and we're all here for a reason doing it this way, and I've enjoyed it, and I've watched a few of the games, and I think the Remote Dart League and our sponsors have done a fantastic job. I think the coverage has been amazing. I'm not going to blow feathers up your bottom, mate, but you're probably the best at this, and yeah, it's been great to be involved in it, and I've really enjoyed it. And if it happens again and I get an invite, then it'll be back in within seconds, my acceptance. But yeah, I've loved every minute of it, and it's been brilliant. I hope everyone else at home's enjoyed it as well.
Well, we've thoroughly enjoyed your darts. We've also enjoyed your company in the interviews, Tony.
Cheers, Rich, and everyone stay safe there. And James and Paul, good luck in the final. I'm sure it'll be a brilliant final. You both played brilliant all week, so good luck.
Cheers, thank you.
Well, Paul, we certainly haven't forgotten about you. Wanted to get our farewells into Tony, but we're going to be seeing you again, my friend. The top two in the league are the two that go on to the final. You must be feeling great, and you played so well there. Excellent scoring once again.
Yeah, my scoring came back. Last night I struggled a bit. Today I'm relaxed. I played really well. I mean, Tony, yeah, he did miss a few doubles and he let me in. And yeah, I was doing this sneaky one dart trick. But yeah, it's great to get to the final. If you'd have said to me I'd be second in the league from the start, I'd just snatch your hand off. But
yeah, well, you are Crocodile Dundee. You would have snapped it off.
Yeah, I'm just happy to get to the final. It's brilliant. This league's been absolutely brilliant. The banter, everything's been superb.
Yeah, we thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, cast your mind right back. You played Tony O'Shea in your opening match. Do you remember who you played second?
Yes. Let me think.
It was James Richardson.
Yeah, it was James. Yeah. I mean,
It was James.
Yeah, 2 draws on the.
It was also a draw.
Yeah, it was, and I should have won that one. I'll let him back in.
Well, this could be a lucky omen for you. It worked against Tony. Paul, if you can keep those sneaky last ones going that you've inherited from Silverback this evening, you've got a great chance, my friend.
I hope so. I'll try my best.
Well, Paul, we're going to let you take a good few minutes break now. We will have a short interval. Tony, thank you once again. Commiserations to Tony. Congratulations to Paul. He goes on to the Remote Darts League final. We will be taking about a 15-minute break before the final, but in that time, we will be talking more. I'm going to get Dean Winstanley back in to review what's been a great Remote Darts League and to talk about what the future holds. Yeah, welcome back to the Remote Darts League. We have just one more match to go. Our grand final. James Richardson defeated Jim Williams to reach the final. Paul Hogan, we've just seen, defeat Tony O'Shea. That means our top two in the league phase are the two that are going to be competing for the first ever Remote Darts League title. But before any of that, we want to give those players a bit of a rest. So best way to do that is to have a chat, a bit of a review, and a bit of a look ahead to the future with one of our competitors, over the top, Dean Winstanley. Good evening again, Dean.
Good evening, Richard. How are you doing?
Yeah, good to see you again. And I know you've played an integral role within the team, not just as a player in the league, but, you know, you've been the one, let's say, I wouldn't call it crowd control, but certainly player control. You've had all the players as a group together, making sure everybody's on time, everybody's technically sound. How have you found the last 9 days with them?
Do you know something? It was quite weird when it started at the beginning to have like a choice of firing Dean. Can you do it? Well, Dean, me and Jim, you know, can you do this? Can you, like get them all together? So that was quite easy, the easy bit, because we all talk, like, you know, like yourself, you talk to the referees. It's just a normal everyday chat. And then when you actually give them an incentive of, do you fancy this, lads? And playing darts. And by the way, once you've spoke to them for a minute or so, they're like, well, you know, well, there's 25 grand up for grabs in prize money, pal. And it's quite funny to see them actually go, say, hold on 1 minute, my hearing aid's gone. Say that again. And honestly, to have the opportunity to have fun with 10 players, to bring, well, with 9 players, including myself, to bring them all together, it was one of the best challenges, which I found very easy. And it's been brilliant from day one.
And it's been a success, hasn't it? I mean, the people are really getting into this concept. The social media side of it, there's lots of positive comments coming towards what the Remote Darts League are doing.
Yes, yeah, 100%. It was, you know, everything started within a week. I think all these remote darts, not remote darts, all these online darts started within a week of each other. Nobody knew about anybody else's, but they did know about, obviously, the PDC was going to do something. But when we got offered for me to get involved for the sponsor and that to do theirs, the remote dart leagues to do theirs, you were like, yeah, come on, we'll give it a go. You know, anything could happen. And I'm loving every minute of it. And to participate, yes, my first ever like kind of live TV again, but it's been fun. Yeah, I've been the strongest man in the table, but I'm happy.
Okay, well, I'm so, yes, indeed. 9 men above you, you're very proud of holding them up. And good on you for that, Dean. And you really treated it with good humour and integrity throughout. So credit to you there. The real reason I've invited you in, I've got to be honest, is because I want some info on the future. What are the Remote Darts League team doing next? It's brought to you by FSB. What are their plans going forward? Tell us.
Well, Richard, there is going to be another one, and we thought, why not? Why not, Dean? What do you reckon about going bigger? And it's like, hold on, what's happening here? Why not do it? So we've tried going forward with 16 players.
Okay.
Also, I'm going to say we're bringing some women in as well.
To play with it, all mixed together.
It's going to be a mixed event. We're going to try it. It's going to see what it's like. You know, there's some cracking women dart players out there. So why not? Let's give it a, let's spin it on its head. Let's bring some women in. See if the men can actually handle playing the women under these circumstances. So 16 players, 4 ladies out of the 16. Right. And I'll be happy to tell the players what they don't know, which I've been allowed to say. The top 4 are guaranteed invited into RDL2.
Okay, so we will see whatever happens.
Yep.
Not only James Richardson and Paul Hogan return, but invites are going to go to our semi-finalists tonight as well.
100%. I'm hoping Tony's watching and Jim, because none of them know. I've been sworn to secrecy. Yep, the top 4 RDL are coming in. 4 ladies. And 8 left. And we're going worldwide.
Right, because this one's been all players, England and Wales, so we're going global this time.
We're going global, yeah. We've been working really hard behind the scenes, and this is exciting. Yeah.
So this is going to be longer than 10 days now, surely.
I bet you I get the sack for this, Richard. There's 21 days consecutive. Yeah, we're doing the 21.
Goodness me. Okay.
And
well, do you know what? I'm sure people watching, I'm glad we've got a bit of info there out of you, Dean. That's fantastic. Really a lot to look forward to. All I can say to those watching from here on in, Dean and I, of course, aren't going to be online giving leaks like this all of the time. So keep your eye on the remotedartsleague.com website. We have the Facebook page, we have the Twitter handle, and we also, of course, have the YouTube channel. So all of those platforms are available, and we're going to be giving out all that information, I hope, in the next few days, because I'm sure people are going to be wanting more after this, Dean, aren't they?
Yeah, yes, 100%, Richard. We might have a bit of fun, me and yourself, I think, by me throwing some players at you for you to announce up in the next few days. And then, obviously, you bounce back and see what I can offer. This could be fun.
Okay.
But on that
note, we are looking forward to what the future holds. But the thing we're looking forward to in the very near future, the players are almost ready. Dean, preview for the final. James Richardson, Paul Hogan, thoughts?
It's going to be very, very tough. High scoring, loads of 180s, especially how James is playing. I'm going to have to sit on the fence. I'd love to call a winner, but I can't. It's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, they drew when they met in the league phase, so really close.
Yeah, I think it's going to be nip and tuck within 1 or 2 legs.
Yeah, me too. It's going to be played over the best of 19, the first man to 10. Dean, thank you for your company, not just tonight, but over the last 9 days.
Thank you.
And I'm glad we got a lot out of you there. That was a good 5-minute chat. So thank you very much.
Longer because I will tell more and I'm not allowed.
Yes.
Thank you. Good evening and have a lovely.
Thank you. Good evening. Yeah, we've just had a message come on the screen saying stop. So over the top is over and out. Thank you, Dean.
Thank you.
And
Cheers,
we'll be back. Stay with us. Our final, Ruthless James Richardson, and of course Crocodile Dundee will be back. Paul Hogan. Ladies and gentlemen, brought to you by FSB, this is the Remote Darts League Grand Final, and it's here at the home of World Darts, our own homes. Yes, we have our two finalists playing on their own home setup for your eyes on the Remote Darts League. We've competed for 9 days in the league phase. These two were top of the pile. So let's welcome them. Ruthless James Richardson, #1 in the league, and just a point behind him, Crocodile Dundee, Paul Hogan. Good evening once again, gentlemen.
Evening, Rich.
Good evening, Paul.
Evening, James.
No, mate.
So you've had a little wait, James. You could watch that second semi-final unfold. Cast your mind back. We had a word with Paul about this earlier on. You had a draw early on in the league phase. It was against Paul. Really great game.
I'm sorry, I missed that because it lagged a bit, Richard, with the connection.
See, this is the beauty of the darts at home. Can you hear me now, James?
Yeah, I can hear now, yeah.
Good. So, Paul Hogan, your opponent. You played him on night number 2. It was a 6-6 draw.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. Strange game, really. It's one of them. It was a draw. I can't know what to say, really. Paul probably could have nicked the win. I come back a little bit, thought I'm going to get a draw. Well, I did get a draw, sorry, but the win, but nah. It was a strange game.
No bearing whatsoever. It's not on your mind for this evening.
No, whatsoever. No, because we've got so many games to get through, the league. I had to play so many different players, and it's turned out now it's me and Paul, 1 and 2 in the table, and I'm looking forward to this game. Yeah, it's all good for the sport, and it's all good for Remote Darts League, and bring on the next one.
Absolutely. Paul, hopefully you've had enough of a break. I mean, we just tried to give you there 15, 20 minutes. Still feeling fresh?
Yeah, good. I'm very good. Yeah, I'm fine.
Now, the format goes up to the best of 19, first to 10. Regardless of whether you're playing at home, on the floor, at the tournaments, or on the stage. Does the longer format benefit you? Is it a leveler, or does it mean the best man wins?
I think it'd be a leveler. You know what I mean? I've been giving James a bit of banter on Facebook. Please let me go top of the league. But I bombed it against Dale, and he got top of the league. Yeah, I'm just enjoying it. I think it's going to be a tough game, but I hope it is. But we'll see the result at the end.
Absolutely, and as far as you're both concerned, we've seen high scores, good finishing, and you both play at a really good pace. So even though you're not in the same room, your rhythm can affect the other. You both just get on with it. I'm going to try and keep the scores rolling as quick as I can, not to distract you, especially if James' internet's lagging. We could have a problem there.
Yeah. I just hope we do the Remote Darts League proud, and we get lots of viewers. And I hope it's good.
Well, I think you've already done that, guys, and I think you're about to. So we'll let you warm up. Let's get this show on the road.
All the best, James.
All the best, Paul.
So, yeah, these two made it through to this final this evening. James Richardson earlier faced the man that finished 4th in the table, Jim Williams. He was the early runner. He was the lead man, unbeaten for his first 3 games, but he ended up 4th in the league, and James a convincing win, 8 legs to 2. Paul Hogan took on the man that finished 3rd, Tony O'Shea. Brilliant form. He's had a lot of attention for that over the last few days. Everybody talking about how well Tony's playing again, but couldn't quite handle the heat against Crocodile Dundee, Paul Hogan, who was taking out some sneaky last dart finishes against the man that coined the phrase this week, Tony O'Shea. It's great to know that whatever happens, all 4 players who played in the semi-finals will return for the second Remote Darts League, but that's not on their minds right now. This is all about our first final and the first title. 9 days in the making. This is finals night. This is the grand final, and it's the best of 19 legs. And the man that will start the match by virtue of his league position, they were the rules that were set at the start of the tournament, it will be James Richardson. So when the practice starts are over, gents, we'll get this one underway.
I'm ready, James.
Yeah, I'm ready, Paul. All the best, mate.
First leg, it's James to throw first. Game on.
140.
125.
100.
140.
140.
100.
James requires 121.
62.
Paul requires 136.
100.
James requires 59.
19.
Paul, you require 36.
18.
James, you require 40.
First start.
Game shot and the first leg to James Richardson. The second leg, Paul to throw first.
123.
140.
140.
180.
The first of the final goes to Richardson.
60.
105.
44.
James requires 76.
36.
Paul, you require 134.
98.
James, you require 40.
Second up.
Well, a slight technical glitch, but you haven't missed a single dart. We're going to resume the match. The score's 2-0 to James Richardson. First to 10. Third leg is James to throw first. Game on.
$100.
140.
60.
100.
100.
140.
120.
So both players down to 1-2-1, but Paul requires 121.
81.
James requires 121.
25 left.
96. Paul, you require 40.
Oh, 30.
James requires 25.
Second up.
It's game shot and the third leg to James Richardson. Fourth leg, Paul to throw first.
$43.
40.
60.
100.
60.
60.
100.
85.
85.
Down to a finish. James on 216.
134.
Paul, you require 153.
Oh, 117.
James, you require 82.
40.
Paul, you require 36.
36, one dart.
It's game shot on the fourth leg to Paul Hogan. Fifth leg, James to throw first.
$140.
60.
100.
97.
140.
83.
James requires 121.
62.
100.
James requires 59.
19.
Paul requires 161.
Oh.
James at 25.
Yeah, 136.
Oh, so close. Yeah, 136 scored. James requires 40.
30.
Paul, you require 25.
9.
James, you require 10.
Second out.
It's game shot and the fifth leg to James Richardson. Paul so close to the 161. Sixth leg, Paul to throw first.
$180.
The first 180 of the match for Paul Hogan.
100.
180.
Well, look at this. We're on the 9-dart finish. Paul Hogan.
135.
Paul, you require 141.
Yeah. 60.
42.
Paul, you require 81.
45.
60.
Paul requires 36.
36 in 1 dart.
Game shot and the sixth leg to Paul Hogan. Seventh leg, James to throw first.
135.
140.
140.
60.
88.
85.
James requires 138.
80.
45.
James requires 58. This game shot and the 7th leg to James Richardson. 5-2 now the score. Paul to throw first in the 8th leg.
81.
85.
100.
21.
100.
100.
92.
100.
Paul requires 128.
Oh God, 20, 30, 38, 39, 43.
James requires 135.
Three darts.
What a brilliant check out. The 135, 25, treble 20 and ball takes the 8th leg for James Richardson. 9th leg, James to throw first.
96.
100.
100.
96.
100.
180.
118, number 3 for Hogan.
140.
Paul requires 125.
Yeah. 50, 60, 70, 80, 95. 85, sorry.
85 scores. James requires 65.
3 darts.
It's game shot and the 9th leg finds the double 10. James Richardson, 10th leg, Paul to throw first.
60.
140.
60.
100.
100.
100.
60.
James requires 161.
Three darts.
It's there, it's game shot, and the 10th leg, and the highest checkout, 161, that we've seen in the Remote Darts League from James Richardson. 11th leg, James to throw first.
$58.
100.
100.
100.
100.
100.
180.
Second 180 of the match for Ruthless.
41.
James requires 63.
Three darts.
You sure?
It's game shot, and the 11th leg to James Richardson. 12th leg, Paul to throw first.
60. I need a miracle now.
$100.
140.
60.
100.
81.
130.
60.
Paul requires 71.
Oh God, 20, 30, 40, 48, 49, 51.
180.
3 apiece on the 180s, but Paul requires 20.
Yay, a bit of double.
It's game
21.
shot, and the 12th leg to Paul Hogan. 13th leg, James to throw first.
1, 2, 3.
140.
57.
26. Great goal.
81.
140.
140.
$66.
James requires 100.
2 darts.
And there
Well
it is. Game, shot, and the Remote Darts League champion, James Richardson. Oh, congratulations,
You never
James. Very well done indeed. What a performance that was in the final. That absolutely fitting there, the way that you performed at the end. You've only dropped 5 legs this evening across the semi-final and the final. And the man that finished top of the league phase, the Remote Darts League, ends up with the title.
I'm just over the moon. Happy. Oh, I'm lost for words. I played some good stuff and I'm just lost for words, Richard. I really am.
Well, I'll say something for you. I mean, across the whole of the 10 days, 180 scores. And you even picked up the highest checkout in that very, the last match there of 161. It had been 160 in the league phase. So top of all the tables here. Absolutely brilliant.
Is there a bonus for that?
I have no idea. If there isn't, I will certainly buy you a pint the next time I see you.
Cheers, mate. Thank you very much.
Paul Hogan, I'm not sure if there's a bonus for a 9-dart finish either, but a couple of times you've teased us with it. I mean, and we thought it was on there. I know it's a tough defeat in terms of the scoreline, but you had some moments yourself. I mean, Paul, so close to the 153 out, a 161 yourself. If they go in, this match could have been very, very different.
Yeah, it could have been. I mean, the first two legs, I had a chance at a double. I missed it and James went out, but he played absolutely superb. I mean, he didn't miss. I was missing doubles. I thought, come on, James, give me a break. You know what I mean? But no, he played absolutely superb. Played absolutely brilliant. I mean, I'm happy to reach the final, to be honest. And I got beat up tonight, to be honest.
I mean, Paul, I hope you're feeling positive after the 10 days because you've really played your part. We've thoroughly enjoyed watching you. We hear there's good news tonight that you'll be joining us again for the second version of the Remote Darts League.
Yeah, it's great. I've enjoyed every minute of it. You know what I mean? The banter of the players and everything. I mean, yourself, Rich, you're absolutely superb. The sponsors and everything. It's absolutely, amazing to play in this league. And I've really enjoyed it immensely.
Well, we have enjoyed your company as well, Paul, and do stay with us, both of you, right until the end, because we do have a lot of thank yous to make, and we'd like you both online while we do those. James, the final word to you, as it should be for the champion. Is there a trophy anywhere near you, just so we can mock it up, in the final shots of you? I'm sure you or Josh must have a trophy.
I got one. Yeah, Anna. What's that one on?
There we go. Look at that. I'm sure there's going to be shots worldwide of this moment.
What's that,
ladies and gentlemen, it is our pleasure to crown the first Remote Darts League champion. That trophy is just my size, James. Many congratulations. We hear that things are going to be a bit different for Remote Darts League 2, but you will be back sort of defending your title, albeit over a different format.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm just happy to be the first Remote Darts League champion. I got invited in, like say, through Dean and Jim. And, the guys have made me welcome. I don't play with these guys all the while on the yearly basis. And I know them, but they've made me very welcome into the group and into the tournament. And I'm privileged to play a part in this, and I'm over the moon to win it. So, thank you, Dean, Jim, and all the other guys, Paul, and everybody else that's played in it, Richard himself, Kevin, Ben, behind the scenes, absolutely brilliant. And, I can't say much more. It's been a really good coverage as well, on the YouTube and that, and it's been brilliant.
Well, thank you, James. We know you're used to playing in front of big audiences. We've seen you on many European Tour events, of course, the Ali Pali stages as well. A totally different thing playing darts in your own home, but you, my friend, have mastered it at the home of World Darts, your own home. You are the first remote darts league champion, ruthless James Richardson.
I would say, you say playing in front of the Ali Pali and that, 4,500. I'm playing in front of one person, my missus. I've gone for one person.
Well, she is your number one fan, whatever happens. Doesn't matter if there's 5,000 there or one.
James, I've had hands as a cameraman and everything, a beer fetcher, the lot.
And hey, I bet she's your taxi driver as well as Cow Cow.
Oh, the wives have certainly played their part, but you two certainly brilliant. Have. Our runner-up, Crocodile Dundee, Paul Hogan, and our champion, ruthless James Richardson. Stay with us, gents. I'm just going to run through a few thank yous before we leave you, because this, of course, has been brought to you by FSB. Faraway Sports have put this all together. And though we can't name everybody individually that's played their part, we would like to mention Knockout Entertainment that have helped us with the YouTube channel. And of course, the founder of Sporting Bet and the FSB shareholder, the boss, Mark Blanford, for coming up with the idea and bringing these 10 brilliant players together and the whole concept that we hope will run and run and run. From myself, Little Richard Ashdown, and all 10 players that have been involved, thank you for supporting the event and joining us for the first Remote Darts League. Make sure you're across all of social media over the coming days. The Remote Darts League website, remotedartsleague.com, the Facebook page, the Twitter handle, and of course the YouTube channel, because all of those will feature news on what's coming next. So we're going to have promotions running, fan competitions like we saw earlier on. A few of the players have done some round the doubles challenges. Those videos are going to be uploaded. But the main thing is we have our first champion. That man is James Richardson. On behalf of James and everybody else, we wish you a very, very good evening, and we'll see you again soon. Hi-ho!
Vindaloo!